A very pleasant good morning to one and all present here for this FTDP for online 5-day faculty development program on full stack development. So this is the last day of our FTP. So let me call upon Ramya ma'am, associate professor of CSE department, to deliver the speech about the resource person.
Good morning to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to introduce the resource person of today's session. It is Mr. B. Muthukrishna Vinayagam, who is working as assistant professor in our Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology. And he is going to handle the topic MongoDB with Node.js. Introducing about him, he completed his UG in EGS Pillai Engineering College in the year 2007 and completed his PG in MS University, Tirunelveli in the year 2011. And he has 16 years experience in KCET. His research area is web development and IoT, and he has published many journals and participated in many international conferences and filed copyrights and patents. And he is an expertise in programming. And welcome Muthukrishna Vinayagam sir for your acceptance. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for participants for your patient waiting. Today we are going to discuss about how we have to connect Node with MongoDB. Before that, we need to know about what is MongoDB and how we have to do the operations in it. Followed by, we have to do the practical session on how the node connected with the backend. If you take a full stack development, we know that we have a two part. We can say that it's a front end technologies and back end technologies, and it connected with any one of the database. You can say that the famous front end technologies just like Angular, React, Vue.js. Okay, in that session itself, we discussed okay, we can create a Bootstrap and jQuery, and we can use normal HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, we can design a front end. Okay, it is possible. Okay, with the front end, okay, we need to connect with the back end. We can say that in general, we can use Java. We can use the servlet as a backend. Okay, similarly PHP, it is a backend. Okay, similarly, a number of backend are available, softwares are available. The Node is currently trending now. Okay, here we can also use Node on the top. We can use Express.js also, and the complete scenario. Okay, this portion we can say that it is a backend technology. Okay, Node along with the Express. Okay, it connected with the MongoDB. Then the diagram is redrawn just like. Okay, backend we can discuss MongoDB. On the top we can server. Okay, we can use a Node.js server. On the top we can use Express. Okay, then totally we can call this portion. Okay, we can call this a backend technologies, and we can say that front end technologies. Already I told you that Angular, React, Vue.js. Okay, these are the front end technologies. Okay, this is a brief introduction about the full stack development. Now we are going to discuss about NoSQL. We already know that SQL, okay, structured query language. Okay, it consists of a table and rows and columns. Okay, we can follow some normalizations while giving the data in it. Okay, here it is a NoSQL. Okay, we can store unstructured data. It is possible. Okay, say for example, if I want to store an image, okay, it is possible, and then we can store video, audio. Okay, this kind of unstructured data we can also store it. That's why the main objective of NoSQL, we can say that we can implement and distributed states. Okay, there are two main points. Okay, the object can be stored on different servers. Okay, I can say that if you are creating 10 objects, okay, the 10 objects are spread around 5 servers or 10 servers, and similarly the same object can be replicated in the different servers. It is also possible. If any one of the server is not responding, then the backup server is getting triggered, and we can get the result. And then another main idea, okay, here this NoSQL, it's give up some ACID property. Okay, we can say that atomicity and consistency, isolation and durability. Okay, if you say that in earlier, if you say that structured query language, okay, that follows the ACID property, but here it loses some key things, but even though it provides a even consistency, okay, not that much strongly consistent, not following all these ACID properties, but it eventually it also gives the consistency model, and it has a simple interface for that write operation. Okay, you need to write all the replicas, or we can say that if you want to add some data, okay, the data should be replicated in all the servers or duplicated in all the servers. But if you are getting the data at the time, we can get only one data from the server, okay, not from all. Okay. Some of the 6 key features, okay, scale horizontally, okay, we can expand in horizontal manner, and then I already told you that the replicate the data distributed over the different number of servers, and you can use simple call level interfaces. It is contrast with your structured query language, and then we can say that weaker consistency, or then we can also say that a weaker concurrency operation model also, and efficient use of different indexing, because the data can be spread around different servers, okay, with the help of in different indexing concept, and RAM, with the help of RAM, okay, we can get back the data very quick, and then it is a flex. We can design the schema very flexible. Okay, these are the examples of NoSQLs. MongoDB. Okay, today we are going to discuss about MongoDB, and then Amazon provides DynamoDB. Apache provides Cassandra. Okay, thank you. Then in this session, okay, we are going to discuss about, okay, first how we have to install MongoDB, and then how you have to configure it, and how you have to do a simple operation, okay, CRUD, okay, create, read, update operations. For that, okay, we need to install the essential softwares. Okay, you can install MongoDB Community Edition from the net, and then you can install Mongo Shell from the net. Okay, then once downloading these packages, I think the MongoDB Community Edition itself 1.5 GB, and then it has nearly 800 MB shell. Okay, you have to install it. Okay, after the installation, you have to do some configurations also. And then default installation location for MongoDB, just like C: program files, MongoDB server. I am installing 6.0 and then bin. Okay. Similarly, the Mongo shell. Okay, Mongo shell in the location, right? Okay, this information should be available in the your system path. Okay, that's right. You have to edit the system variable path, and you have to place these variables also. Okay, then only your MongoDB is visible to all these folders. Okay, this is the first configuration. After that, you have to create a folder in the C:. Okay, you have to create a data folder within that DB folder. Okay, you have to create a folder like C:, data, and then DB. Then in the C:, you have created a main folder is the data. Within that, you have DB as the subfolder. After creation, okay, you have to after installing it, okay, you have to initiate, or you have to trigger your server. We can say that MongoDB server. Okay, it should be run on all time. Okay, for that, okay, you can put in the command prompt MongoD. Then it initiates all daemon threads, and your MongoDB is always available. And then you can use Mongo SH in Mongo SH in the command prompt. Okay, it is used for a command line interface to perform all the database operations. Here you need to note down DB to access all the collections. Okay, here collection denotes the tables. Okay, in MongoDB, collection denotes the table, and then we can perform all the operations. Similarly, if you take a record, okay, normally one row, we can say that it's a record. Okay, here it is called as a document. Here we can call it as a document. Any doubt in it? The installation. The installation, you need a minimum of 2.5 GB of memory space. Then after that, you have to set the path. Then you have to create a folder in the C colon. Data is the main folder. Within that, you have a subfolder DB. And for that first time, okay, you have to initiate your MongoDB server. Okay, then for that, you have to put MongoD. And then you have to work with a Mongo shell. You can use Mongo SH in the command prompt. Then you can do all this operation. Okay, I will demonstrate it. Okay, before that, okay, what other things are available? Any
Hi,
doubt?
sir.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask, where do we use this MongoDB Compass? We have that standalone application, right? In what is the purpose of that? I've come across that MongoDB Compass. Wanted to know what's that.
Yes, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Okay, while installing MongoDB, okay, that time itself, okay, you are also installing with the MongoDB Compose. Okay, just like if you are working with a PHP MyAdmin page, anybody knows about PHP MyAdmin page? In the exam server, we have a PHP MyAdmin, just like guidelines to create a databases, tables, and you have to include certain information. It is possible in the GUI environment. Similarly, in MongoDB, okay, we can use a Compass, okay, MongoDB Compass. Okay, through this you can do all. It provides your GUI support. It is a very user friendly. You can create when you are clicking the DB, then it create a DB. If you are clicking the collection, then it create a collections. And if you want to create a record or document, while clicking the document, it add new document in it. Just like a GUI is provided, ma'am. Okay, I will demonstrate you, ma'am. That time you can also better understanding for it.
Thank
Any
you.
doubts?
Yeah.
Now here the basic operations, we can say that MongoDB has 4 major operations. Okay, apart from that, we can have aggregation functions are there, and then plenty of operations are there. I have to focus on these 4 operations and some of aggregation functions. For that, this is a command. Okay, show DBs. DBs are, you can say that, show databases in the Mongo shell. Okay, if you are pressing the command show DBs or show databases, both the command it displays, okay, what are the databases are available. It lists out all the databases in that MongoDB. And I can say that I want to use the particular database. You can use USE, use is the keyword followed by then database name. If the database is not present, then it is create the new database. The database is not available, then this command is creating the new database. If the database already exists, you can use it. If it is not available, it creates a new one. And I already told you that the DB, in the previous slide itself, I told you that you can use DB to access the collections and all the operations. Okay, for that, you can say that if I want to create a collection in the sense I want to create a table, db.create collection of, I can create a student table. Student, okay, student is the table, the empty table is created. After that, I want to insert certain operations, okay, insert certain values in it. Okay, for that I can use db dot, okay, what is the collection name? Here the collection name is just like a student, okay, student dot, okay, here we can have plenty of functions are there. Okay, insert one in the sense it insert a single record. Okay, then insert one of, okay, normally it consists of just like a dictionary format. Okay, the dictionary, if you know that key colon value. Okay, what is the field name? Colon value. Okay, I can say that the field name is just like a roll number, and then the value is just like a 1. Similarly, you can put the second field name is the name, and then you can put any valid names. Okay, similarly, you can put n number of n number of name and value pairs or key and value pairs. Okay, but it is separated by a comma operator. In Python, we can say that it is a dictionary. Here, just like open curly brace, okay, and then close curly brace, the field name colon value. Similarly, you can give it. Okay, once you are giving this result, okay, it is automatically created. Okay, I think some of you asked the question. Okay, the MongoDB guideline is just like, okay, this is just like it's a MongoDB guideline. okay, if I'm inserting this data, okay, if I find it, that time it returns 2 record, just like that's why document is 2, because we have a 2 records. Okay, we have inserted roll number, okay, roll number 1, and then name is some other names. If you saying that insert 1 and we are inserting the field colon values, okay, we are giving the 2 field, okay, after pressing the enter, okay, then the document is created. Okay, I have inserted 2 records. That's why if you have a 2 records, the document, we can say that there are 2 documents. Okay, we have a 1 index. Okay, 1 index, right? And then here db dot, okay, db is just like a I already told you that through db, okay, you can access the collection and then the subsequent methods. Like for that db dot, the collection name is the student, and find off, okay, find off method is returned all the records. If I'm saying that select star from table name, it returns all the records the same way. Okay, here the find off method, it returns all the record in that collection. Okay, the collection name is nothing but student. Okay, that's why it returns these 2 records. And similarly, db dot collection name, the collection name is student, and update 1. I need to update it. Okay, say for example, the roll number 2 has the value of Vinu. Suppose I need to update into some other name. Okay, for that, okay, you can say that roll number 2, comma, okay, I need to set. Okay, here we have a set operator, set, and then unset. Okay, similarly, plenty of okay, operations are available. Okay, you can say that set, okay, set, unset, rename, increment, and current date. Okay, these are the field. Okay, through this default variable, okay, you can access it. Okay, I can set name with the new name. Okay, the new name is just like instead of Vinu, it replaces with Vinayagam. Okay, for that you have to use this one. And then similarly, if I want to delete, it, for that db dot, the collection name is the student dot delete 1, based on the roll number I have to delete. Okay, the roll number, okay, 2. Okay, here look at the acknowledged. Okay, whether the record is available, the record is available, and delete count is 1, in the sense the 1 record is matches, then the record should be deleted. And then similarly, you can use drop off. You can drop the student collection, okay, with the help of an student dot drop off. Then if you want to delete your dbs, okay, db dot drop database, then the particular database should be removed. These are some aggregation operation, just like db dot collection. Okay, you can put the collection name, aggregate. Okay, just like we can say that we are finding some, we are using subqueries, and we can get the result. For that subquery, what is the count value, what is the sum value, what is the average value. Similarly, we can find in the structured query language. Similarly, we can use a aggregator function. Okay, with the help of an aggregator function. Okay, if I am saying that dollar limit :1, then it returns only 1 record. Okay, the collection have plenty of records, but it returns only 1 record. Similarly, if I want to sort the records based on which field name, okay, here aggregate of, okay, I want to sort it. That's why you can say that dollar sort based on which field name. Okay, if I am saying that based on name, and then you can put name :-1, in the sense is the descending order. If you are placing the normal one, okay, we can say that it is a ascending order. Either you have to sort the content or record in alphabet order, ascending order, or descending order based on the field name. And then you can say that I want to extract the specific data, just like select star table name where id is equal to 1. I have to return the first record along first record. Okay, similarly you can match it. Okay, here we have a match, $match, and then field name : okay, value. Then if it matches with the field name, okay, say for example the name is equal to Vinu, then the particular record alone is retrieved. Okay, and then you can use db.collection.aggregate of, you have to match with the field, but it is matched with multiple fields. Say for example, the Vinu is the name is available 5 times. Okay, then you can use the count function, $count. Okay, what is the count value? It returns the count value. Okay, this particular name is appeared 5 times. Then it returns a count. For that, you have to use $count. And similarly, you can use greater than operator, less than operator. For that, here you can use $GT for greater than, LT in the sense less than, and then you can use equal, $EQ. Okay, similarly, you have to put all relational operator. Then you can put a logical AND operator, $and, $or, $nor. Okay, similarly, you can put all the logical operations. But you can you need to aware about limit. Know that we need to return some number of records. Okay, and then before the limit you have to put a $. Okay, you should remember. And then how many records? Okay, everything is in the form of a dictionary, just like it is given in the form of dictionary. Okay, those things should be understood. If you understand those things, then you can easily execute those commands. Okay, shall we do the practical session? Okay, I have installed the MongoDB Compass. Okay, it is a guideline. Okay, graphical user interface. I have created a test connection. Okay, you can create your own database. Say, for example, okay, look at it, it's a guy environment. Okay, if I want to create a database, then you can put or you can click the plus symbol. Then it is created a new database. Say, for example, FDP. And we can also mention the collection name. For the sake of understanding, I have to use the collection name as the student, and you have to create it. Look at it is created, the FDP database is created, the collection is also created. The collection name is nothing but student. Okay, you can add data. Okay, you can add the data in the GUI environment, it is also possible. And then you can add through Mongo shell, it is also possible. Okay, now we can do with the Mongo shell. After that, I will demonstrate, okay, how easy to include the data in the GUI environment also. Okay, then here in the bottom you have a Mongo shell. Okay, I can say that first we show databases, DBs. It lists out all the databases. Look at admin configuration, DB, DB1, FDP, KCP. Okay, then I want to use the particular database. Okay, that's why you have to change the database. Okay, then use FDP. Then you are switching to FDP. Then after that, you can say that so collections. Okay, what is the collections are available? The student collection is available. Okay, then you can use db.student. Okay, if I want to insert db.student is the collection name, and then you can say that dot. If I want to insert record, okay, insert. Okay, we have plenty of methods are there. I want to use insert one method, and then open bracket. I can give the field name colon values, right? Say, for example, name is the field name. Okay, I can say that it is a Raj, and then ID. Instead of that ID, I can use a roll number colon 1, and then I can use I can say that some CGPA grade, cumulative grade point average. Okay, for that 8.5. Then once you entered, then the particular record is created. Look at it is acknowledged. Okay, the inserted ID. Okay, it creates a ID for our record also. Okay, it is the first record. It creates ID for it. Okay, for that you can check. Okay, what is the db.student.find of. Okay, then it returns all the record. Okay, here the find of method, it returns the a record. Now we have only one record. Okay, you can insert many number of records, just like db.student.insert many, and then you can put many in the sense it written or it is capable to execute more number of records at a given time. For that, I can say that you can use parenthesis. After that, you have to square bracket. You are giving the array of inputs, and then the dictionary one. I can say that name is equal to name colon. Okay, don't forget. Okay, the field should be enclosed with the double quotes or single quotes. Field name is the job, and then roll number, roll number 2, and then another field CGPA colon. You can put 7.4. Okay, it is a first record. Okay, similarly, you can give the second record. Okay, you can put again name colon. You can say that Alvin, and then roll number colon 3, and then CGPA colon some floating point value. Okay, I can say that 9.8. Okay, once press enter key, then it returns the 2 records. Okay, after successful command. Okay, after successful command, okay, it acknowledges true. Okay, the command, the particular command is right, and it gives the result. Okay, it returns 2 object IDs for the first record. Okay, if this is the object ID, then for the second record it is a second object ID. Okay, then similarly you can say that okay, we discussed how we have to insert the record and how we have to display all the records. Now we are going to update the record. It is also possible. Before the updation, you have to check. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, okay, these are the 3 records are available. Okay, suppose if I want to update it, okay, for that DB, okay, then okay, which collection we have to access? The student collection. Dot, you have to update. Okay, here I can say that update 1. Okay, update 1. Okay, you can use curly brace. Okay, based on which field name you can update it. Say for example, I can say that roll number 3, based on the roll number 3. Okay, then I have to update it. Okay, for that I have to use the array method, just like a set and then unset, date, rename. Okay, these are the properties are available. Then I have to use set colon, and then you can say that I need to change the name colon. The new name I will give it. Okay, the new name is roll number 3. You have Alvin. Okay, and instead of that I can use some other name. Say for example, Ram. And it matches with the particular record, and after that, with the help of an set property, you are changing the field name. Okay, the name, okay, initially it has Alvin. After execution, it converted into Ram. Okay, look at it is acknowledges true. Okay, inserted ID is null, match ID is found, modified count is 1. Then it is matches with the our roll number, and we are setting the new field value as the Ram. Okay, you can check db.student.kind of. Then look at now it is changed. Okay, initially it is Alvin, now it has become Ram. And one more thing, we have to delete it, right? And you can use db.student delete one based on which normally we can, based on we can roll number we can delete it, or even you can delete based on the object ID. It is also possible. Say for example, I want to delete the particular record, the ROM record, okay, through object ID. Okay, object ID is uniquely assigned by the compiler. If you are creating any record, it is created dynamically. Okay, this record is unique one. Okay, distinct one. Okay. Through this, I can also delete it. Say for example, then underscore ID colon, okay, object ID. Then you have to put this one carefully. That's why I have to copy the information. Paste it here. And it is enclosed with the double quotes or single quotes. That's it. Okay. Double quotes, underscore ID, then colon, object ID is just like I copied and pasted here, and close curly brace and enter. Then it gives the result. Okay, it is acknowledged, and as well as the deleted count is 1. Then it matches with the object ID, and we are removing the particular record. You can check db.student.find off. Then the particular record is removed. And then I already told you that some of the aggregation functions. Okay, say for example, db.student.aggregate. Okay, aggregate. Okay, within that I can set some limit, dollar limit colon 1. Then it returns only one record. Okay, it returns the first record alone. If I'm saying that if your collection has 1,000 records or plenty of records are there, then it returns the top 5 records or top 10 records alone. Okay. Then we can say that this is one of the aggregation function. Similarly, you can sort it. Say for example, db.student.aggregate, and we can use curly brace dollar short, okay, colon short based here. If you want to short, okay, for that you need to specify that which field name. Okay, based on which field name, okay, you can short it. Okay, I can say that based on name. Based on name. Okay, shall I refer it? Okay. Then name colon, and then 1 in the sense it's ascending order. That's it. Short colon based on which field name. Okay, then you need to pass as another dictionary. Okay, just like a dictionary, it contains a field name is the name, and then value is the 1. So that's all. Look at now the records are sorted based on ascending order. If I am using the -1, okay, here, say for example, if I am using sort the field name -1 in the sense, okay, we can say that the particular name is based on these things, this descending order. Okay, the records are descended. Right? Any doubts so far? No, sir. Okay. Next. The next operation, okay, we can match it. Say for example, db.student.aggregate. If you are using the guideline, if you are using the command line interface, it also gives the suggestions also. Okay, there is no need to remember it. Okay, you should know. Okay, I need to use this function. Then you can definitely work and you can get the error-free results. Okay. You can say that dollar match, okay, and then dollar match based on which field name. Okay, for that I can say that name. Okay, if I'm saying that name is Haja, okay, the particular records alone it is required. Okay, just like select star from table name where name is equal to Haja, then the particular Haja record is returned. Same way here you can use the dollar match. Okay, then it has a field and value pair. Okay, based on this field and value pair, I have to return the record. And we discussed the count the same way. Okay, db dot after the match. Okay, you can say that another curly brace count function count colon, it returns a count value. So, okay, we have a one count. Okay, because only one record is available. Okay, with the name Haja. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. These are the backend operations. Okay, with the help of a command line, you can say that Mongo shell, you can do it all this operation. Okay. Instead of that shell, okay, you can also see the results in the GUI environment itself. Say for example, it is a FDP is the database. Student is the table. If I'm saying that find, it returns all these records. If I want to create a new record, okay, here we have an option, clone record. Okay, instead of Raj Alvin, okay, the roll number 3. Then you can put 9.9 CGPA. Then the particular record is added. Okay, it is a GUI environment. It is just like a phmyadmin page. Okay, after we are installing that exam server or RAM server, okay, localhost colon phmyadmin, we have a dashboard. Okay. Through this dashboard, we can do all the operations. Okay, we can easily create a databases, tables, and then we have to import the records. It is possible. Okay. Similarly, you can have aggregation. We say, for example, aggregation, more option. Okay, here we can also some options are there. Look at in the filter. Okay. In the document itself, we have some certain operations. Okay, operations. Okay, if you want to sort it, you can say that based on the name field colon 1. Then you can search it. Then the record is sorted based on the name. Okay. Similarly, you can have aggregation operation. Okay, you can select. Okay, stage 1. Okay, what is operation we have to do? Stage 2, okay, what is the operations we have to do? Similarly, we can place it and we can get back the results. Okay, look at a simple count, it returns the result as a 3. In the sense, there are 3 records are available. We are matching with stage 1, I am referring the name, and then I'm putting the stage 2 as a count. Then, based on the matches found with the name, then the particular count is returned. How the node connected with the MongoDB. Okay, for that we have a some steps are there. Node with Mongo. Okay, for that you need to put some configurations and installations and executions. Okay, for that configuration, npm init. I think some of the resource persons are already told you that. Okay, after installing the node, okay, if you want to create any project, okay, the project should be used in later. Then you have to make some documentation. For that, we need a package.json file. Okay, then when you are using that npm init, that it create a package.json file. In that, okay, I can edit certain information alone. Okay, say for example, backend colon node. If you want to execute Python file, Python file name dot py. Okay, normally we can use this command to execute in the Python program. Okay, Python is the keyword followed by file name dot py. The same way, if you want to execute any node, we can use node is the keyword followed by the file name. All the node files with the file extension .js that follows a common JavaScript notation. That's why the all files are with the extensions of .js. Here you note down, instead of node I have to use node.mod. It is a third-party library. Okay, in the sense, if you are working with your project, if you are saving any content, then it is automatically based on the content saved, it is run and it produces the result. If I am updating anything, okay, immediate result I can see with the help of a node.mod. Okay, instead of node, you can use node.mod for immediate results. Okay. While doing the hands-on, you can also see how you can work with the node.mod. Right, and then these are the some editing operations we have to do in the package.json. And then installation, okay, you need to install Express, Mongoose, and then cars, and then node.mod. Okay, these are the third-party libraries. Okay, I think Avinash sir told you that, okay, the Express.js, and Balaji sir told you that the essential of HTTP. What is the essential of HTTP package and how you have to use a get and post request, right? Here, if you are using the Express, it acts as a middleware, okay, for request as well as a response. Okay, it gives the support for our request as well as a response in much better content delivery. Then I think if it is capable of support more than 5,000 records concurrently. Okay, that much request it is capable to give the. If you are giving the 5,000 or 10,000 records a request, then it parallelly performs and it gives back the response to the end customers. Okay, that kind of features are available in the Express.js. And Mongoose, before we going to discuss about Mongoose, okay, look at here, Mongoose is just like an object database model. Through this object database model, you can connect with a DB. Okay, for easy to put your data in the MongoDB and retrieval. Okay, we can use Mongoose library. Okay, for that you have to install these softwares, and if you want to execute your node file or server file, okay, I think here server.js, it's my file. It should be run. Okay, for that you have to use npm run. Okay, I can use this backend. Okay, npm run the backend. Then it is run your projects. Okay, these are the configurations, installation, and executions. And apart from that, these steps, connections creation, model creation, controllers, routers, and then a server that uses middleware as well as connection and router to perform the desired operation. And I think Avinash sir told you that Postman, how the request is sent through Postman and how you can get the response through Postman. Okay, and now I can use a REST client. Through this REST client, I can get back the results and I can give the inputs. Okay, for that I have to use REST client. For that we have a steps. Okay, we need to create a connection first. Okay, and then you have to create a model, and then we have to create a controller, and then router, and then the server that uses the middleware connections router. Okay, when you do these 5 steps, okay, we can get a result. Now I can show the results through the REST client. Okay, instead of Postman, I can use the REST client. Okay, in the Visual Studio Code itself, we have one of the package extension, one of the extension REST client extension. You have to install it, and then you can get back the results. Okay, next, just like a model, router, and controller. Okay, we need to know this concept. Okay, this is your app.js or main server.js file, just like assumption. Okay, here you can have your MongoDB is available. Okay, you have to establish the connection first, and in that programmatically you can create a model in the sense that you can create a tables. Okay, those things you can done through models, and you can say that it's a router. Okay, router is just like a REST APIs. Okay, it provides REST APIs just like get method, and then post method, put method, and delete method. Okay, through this method, okay, it matches with the controller. Okay, the controller has a actual business logic. Say for example, if I want to fetch all the records, okay, we have a get all method, then it returns all the records. Okay, this router that matches your get request with the particular operations, just like you have to map it, then you can get back the results. And here they are using some router is do JOS and then the router name, and then you can say that router.getOff. I already told you that. Okay, if you are specifying that single slash itself, you can say that it's a I think direct. We can say that target file. Okay, the target file is nothing, and then you can have a callback function. Here I can put the callback function. Here they are giving the definition with the help of an arrow function. Instead of that, you can give the get all. You can directly specify the get all. Then the particular router, it enables the particular business logic. That's why we can use the model, router, controller concepts. And at last, okay, in the backend application, okay, it is tested with the REST client. For that, you can use a get method, post method, and then delete method, put method. Okay, and then you can put a URL, and then you have to do a certain operations. One thing you have to note down: if you have a more number of requests in the page, look at here, it is written all the records. It returns only the record that matches with the ID. Okay, it insert the particular record. When you are using the post, normally you have to insert the record. And similarly, if you are saying that delete keyword, the particular record should be deleted. Put method for updation. Either you have to update the entire record, or otherwise you have to update with a specific record. Right? If there are plenty of requests are available, okay, it is separated by 3 as symbol. Okay, 3 as symbol. Then only it treats as single record. It is a first request. Then it is a second request. Okay. Then you have to put 3 as symbol. Okay. Now we will give the demonstration. So that you have to create a folder. Okay, I have to create a new folder. Name is FDP. Okay, the program is very simple. When you know these steps, okay, then all the guidelines will be given through okay, the intelligence editor. Okay, that's why we can do a faster implementation. Okay, you can open in the Visual Code. In the command prompt, you can say that you can go to the particular directory and then code dot. Then it is open in Visual Studio Code. Okay, with the empty folder. Now, what is the first step? We need to do a configuration first, and after that we have to code it. Okay. Then you need a dedicated internet connection. Then first step, we have to configure it. For that, we need a terminal. Okay. In the terminal, npm -y init. Okay. Then default it takes what are the values from the configuration. There is no need to wait for it. It create a package.json file. Here you have to make some manipulations. Okay. You can put backend node.mod. Okay, I can say that the server.js is a file to execute. Okay, you can also say that dev. Suppose if the node.mod is available in the developer edition, okay, it is run through server.js. Okay, that's it. Now these configurations are over, and next step you have to install the node modules. Okay, for that you can say that in the FTP folder, npm install You have to install Express, and then you have to install Mongoose. It is nothing but object data model, and then CORS. Okay, we can say it's a cross origin resource sharing, and then you can have one more thing, third party library, NodeMon. Okay, we have to install all this library. Okay, all the libraries are installed. Then in the first step, you have to create a connection, a connection.js file. Okay, how you have to create a connection? Through Mongoose object data model, you can create a connection. Okay, for that I can say that const Mongoose is equal to require Mongoose. Then the particular module is included, Mongoose module. Then followed by, you can say that const connect equal to, here with the help of Mongoose object model dot connect of, you need to pass the URL. Okay, the URL which is available in here, okay, in the campus itself. Okay, connection URL, or copy the connection string, just to copy it and paste it here. Instead of localhost, you have to put an IP address, then 127.0.0.1 and test. Okay, then after that, the particular connection should be exported. Okay, then you can use module dot export equal to connect. That's it, the connection. Then you can create a server file, server.js file. Okay, this server.js file includes some packages, the essential packages, just like a Express, const Express is equal to require Express, and then you can also include connection string to require / connection, and you can create an app equal to Express of. This is for whether the connection is established or not. After the establishment, okay, we can create a model, and then we can create a controller, and then router, and finally we can get the expected result. Then connect dot then of, okay, it has an anonymous function. So you can say that console dot log of DB is connected, MongoDB. Then you can use app.listen. Okay, your server should be listen on some port number. Okay, I can say that it should be listen on the port number 3000. Any doubts? Any doubts?
So can you explain both the files, connection.js and server?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I will explain, ma'am. Initially, I have to view the statement log of server is started at localhost colon 3000. Okay, in the connection file, Okay, with the help of this Mongoose. Okay, Mongoose is just like a object data model. Through this Mongoose, okay, we can easily connect and do all the database operation in the MongoDB. For that, you can have a Mongoose. Okay, then Mongoose.connect of, then you need to pass the connection string. Okay, the URL. Okay, the URL I can get it from here in the compass. Okay, I can have a connection string. Okay, or copying the connection string, and you can paste it here. Okay, it has the information just like MongoDB / localhost. Okay, instead of this name, I can replace this with the IP address. Okay, in the networking, okay, we can say that 127.0.1. Okay, we can say that it's a loopback address. Okay, we can use this IP address, and then the followed by the test database I have to use. When you are doing anything, okay, in a JS file, okay, you have to export it. Then only the particular resource will be used in the subsequent pages or other pages. That's why the module.export, you are exporting the connection. In the server page, you are importing the connection, and then now the connection is available. Connect.then off. Then it connect with the MongoDB, and the server is listening on the port number. And you can also say that if it is any error, catch. If you have any error, you can catch this error also. You can say that console.log of error message. There is no connection is established. Any doubts? Okay, now I can run the file so that you can have a how the node mod is working. npm run in JSON file. Okay, backend is the starting one. Okay, npm run backend. Look at your node.mon is also triggering it, and whenever any changes is made, say for example, if I'm doing something here, it's like comma, then it immediately executes and it gives back the result. That's why we can use the node.mon. It's a third-party library. Or if there is any changes in your source, okay, what is the reflection in it? Okay, it can be seen. Okay, now it is capable of connected with MongoDB, and server is also listening in the port number 3000. Okay, it is perfectly working. Okay, the connection is over. The next step, okay, we can create a module. Okay, for that I have to create a modules folder. Okay, because if we take any project, okay, we can have a plenty of tables. Okay, and the tables we can say that it is a modules. Okay, in that module, store schema, and then store name, and then store value. Okay, there are two fields are available. Okay, as far as concerned. Then after that, okay, now the schema is ready. Okay, then you have to model it. Store is equal to mongoose.model of mongoose.model. Okay, the model name is store, and then you are giving the schema, and then you have to export it. Okay. Then module.export store. Now the modules is created. I can create a store module. I just rename it. Create a store module. You have to include the Mongoose package. You have to create a schema. Schema is just like, okay, what are the field? Okay, what is the field type? Okay, whether it's a mandatory field or not. That's why in that schema you can put field name is name, and then the type is string, then it is a required field. Just like you can put, okay, if you need more number of fields, you can just copy and paste it, and according to your need, you can put the fields. The next step after the model creation, okay, we need a controller concepts. Okay, we need a controller concept, controller.js. In the controller, in the sense, it is a business logic. Okay, for that we need to import font. You need to import store require / the models folder. We have a store. Then you have to write the functionalities. Okay. Only one thing you have to note that all these functions are asynchronous. Just like you can give get all of method or fetch all of method, add details or edit details. Okay, all the methods should be a asynchronous method, so that you can have a there is no waiting of server does not wait for the request to complete. Okay, in the meantime it can do other works. For that I have to use asynchronous function fetch all. Then you have to put request and response. It is mandatory. And then while doing any operations, okay, if you are facing any errors, okay, for that you have to capture the errors. Okay, this block should be enclosed with try and catch. And I can say that force equal to avoid. I can use store dot find off. Some of you here the find is the keyword to retrieve all the records. Just like in that model, okay, model in the sense it's a table. Okay, find all, it returns all the record. Okay, it is available in the stores. Then you can give the response in response dot status code 200 in the sense access, and then you can convert as a JSON, and you can send the stores. There is no information are available or the connections are not created properly, then rest dot status code is 500 dot JSON. You can put some error message colon error dot message. Okay, this is for fetch all function. Similarly, okay, if I want to do fetch the particular record, then you can use fetch by ID. Here you can also say that code dot find by ID. Then you need to pass ID. Okay. For that you can get const ID equal to, it is, we can say it is a destructurization. Okay, request dot params. So from the parameters it is a destructured, and then you can get ID. Okay, then when you are passing the ID, then it returns the store, the particular store result alone. Okay, so far any doubts? Any doubts? We are creating a model. Model is just like with the help of a schema, we have to create it. Then we are giving that a type, and its the field name is the name, and then what type it belongs to. It belongs to string type, and then whether the field is mandatory or not. Then it is the way we can create a model. Any doubts? The model is created, and then in the controller, I have written only two functionalities. and we need to add the important multi-space like okay, and just copy and paste it the previous one, and I can say that it is a edit instead of add details. You have to remember the functions alone. Okay, here we have a function just like we want to create a new record dot create of, then you have to pass request dot body. That's it. We are passing the request dot body, then the particular record is created. Store dot find, then it returns all the record. Store dot find by ID, then you have to pass the ID, then it returns a particular record alone. Then here store dot create in the sense it create a new record. The help of the request body, based on the request body, okay, some contents are available, okay, based on that it creates a record. Okay, shall we check whether the controller is working fine or not? The controller is available, and then you have to create a router router.js. If you want to use the router, okay, router requires a const expression package where plus, and then similarly we need sorry, I forgot to export the controller functions. Okay, we have three functions are there: fetch all, fetch ID, and add details. Okay, these details should be exported, then only you can use it in somewhere else. Okay, fetch all, fetch by ID, and add details. Okay, export it, and here you can import const require dot slash controller. Controller, you have to you can extract all these functions. Okay, what are the functions are available? Fetch all, and fetch by ID, and add detail. Then you can create a router object. Okay, router is equal to express dot router. With this function, you can create a router. And, we can say that router dot get of. Okay, get request. Okay, what if it is a get request? What do you have to do? Then you can say that fetch all method. Okay, it calls the controller method fetch all. Then router dot get, but you are passing some ID. Then fetch by ID. Similarly, router dot post of. Post function is used to, it's a REST API call. Okay, then you can say that add certain informations, right? And add details. And don't forget, then you have to, the module should be exported. Module dot, sorry, module dot export is equal to router. Okay, I have completed connections. Connections are successful because every time it is connected and it says that localhost is 3000. It is perfectly working. And then we create a model. Okay, we have a store mod. Store is the model. Okay, in the sense here we can say that schema. In Node we can say that it's a schema, and then the schema should be converted into model. Okay, the model we can say that it is a table. Okay, these things of models should be stored in the MongoDB. That time we can call it as a collection, right? For that schema, okay, we are mentioning it, okay, the field name and what is the type, and those things are we discussed. And then we have to create a controller. You have to import the models, and then from that model I can say that store.find of, then it return all the records. Then store.find by id, then when you're giving some id, then the particular record is alone retrieved. And then you can say that store.create, then it create a new record. Okay, all these functions are just like a asynchronous function, and you can use await. Okay, asynchronous as well as await, because some of you told you that, I think the Balaji sir already told you that Node works in the form of asynchronous manners. Okay, there is no blocking of input and output operations. That's why you have to use asynchronous as well as await function. Right? These things we discussed, and router at last. Okay, in the server page. Now, okay, we need to include certain resources so that you can get back all these results. Then you can say that connection is established. Okay, you can include router also. Require router /router. Router is included. After router inclusion, okay, you can put a const cross origin resource sharing. Require cross. Then in the middleware, I can use express. That's why app equal to express of. And then the app should uses middleware. App.use of. Okay, it is uses express JS.json in the middleware. And app.use of express dot. Sometimes if the URL is encoded, okay, that time how you can extract the data. For that, express dot URL encoded, extension is false. And you can use app.use. You can use cross origin resource sharing. Okay, these are the middleware we used. And then routing. Okay, you can say that store. Then you can say that app.use of /source. It's the routing point. And then you have to put your router. Once it's over, I think almost we completed. Okay, only we need to check with whether it is working fine or not. For checking these results, okay, I have to create another file with a file extension. I can say that it's a test.hdp. I have already installed the module extension. Okay, REST client API. Okay, you have to install it. Okay, so that you can immediately see the result. I have already installed. Okay, REST client API. In the extension, you have to install the REST client API. In the test.hdp, okay, I can do the request. Okay, I can say that post request, and then HTTP colon localhost 3000 source point, and then you can say that IP has 1.1, and you can specify the content type. Okay, content type I can pass as a application as JSON. And don't forget, when you're using a post, after specifying that content type, you have to put space. Then you can give the JSON format result. Okay, name is equal to some store name. Say for example, we have loss. And we can put value. Say that value is like I'm using in the form of assume that in the form of lags. Okay, ML. Now the post request is ready. Then similarly, if you want to put a subsequent request, you have to put as symbol, a pre-as symbol. Okay, next request. It's a get request. Okay, get off. Then HTTP colon localhost store. It fetches all the records. Then you can use fetch the particular record alone. Get method and HTTP colon localhost source. Then you can also pass the ID also. Instead of that, I can use source. Right? I think everything is ready. Then now we are giving the send request. Look at when you are giving the send request, it adds our data. Okay, name and value. Okay, name is the JVLOS and the value is 10 lakh. Okay, it is added. Name is JVLOS and then value is 10 lakh. And I can say that I will add one more record. Say for example, Apple. Okay, I can say that some more zeros. Then again I have to give a send request. Okay, the Apple store is installed with the value of 10 billion, and then you can use the next one. Okay, this is a post method. Post, when you are using the post method, then the details are added. Okay, then when you say that it is a send request, then there are two records are available or two documents are available. Okay, JVLOS as well as Apple. And you can also extract the specific record. Say for example, I want to extract the JVLOS record alone. It's possible, and you can copy the ID and you can paste it here. You can paste it here. When the particular object ID is matched, then the particular record alone returned. Okay, look at the same way. Okay, you can in the controller you need to add two more functionalities: update as well as delete. You can say that it find the ID and update it based on the content which we have in the response body. Okay, the new true in the sense it returns the immediately updated record as a result. Okay, the result is stored in this variable STRE. Okay, I have to put some error message if the particular ID is not available. Okay, you need to show some errors for giving the incorrect ID. Just like for that, I have to write some error message: return response dot status code is 400 in the sense that a particular information is not available, file not found error. Okay, JSON. Here you can place, and the message is like message colon ID is not found. $ID. That's it. If the no record is found with a matching ID, then okay, the store has an empty record. That time it prints the value. That's all about update details. Okay. Similarly, okay, the update details, okay, you can say that delete details. I'm just copying this function and paste it. Of update details, I can say that it is a delete. You can place store find by ID and delete. Find by ID and delete. Okay. Then that's it. Then you need to pass two more functions: update details and delete details from the controller. And you can also, in the router, you have to put some changes. Router dot put off. Okay, it is another another API call /colon ID. Based on the ID, you have to delete it, and you need to destructured value, update details also, as well as delete details also. Here you can put update details and the router dot delete ID, comma, delete details. That's it. Okay, then everything is over in the development side. Here you need to write another two more requests. Right? It is a put request. Instead of saying that get request, I can say that it is a put request. Based on ID, we need to delete it, right? Based on ID. Now I can use some other ID. And
so this ID from where we are getting?
ma'am, after running the program, okay, it shows some ID value for each and every record. I just copied and pasted here now.
Okay.
For that sake of understanding, I have copying the duplicate data. While running the program, I will copy the respective ID and paste it here now.
Okay. So each time we run, it will keep generating random numbers?
Yes, ma'am. For the every record, your MongoDB is creating a unique ID for it, ma'am.
Okay.
And then you can say that delete record. Use delete. That's it. Okay, we will check before that what are the records are available. Just to save it. Okay, we have 3 records: name, JVLOS, Apple, and then HCL. Okay. Suppose I want to update Apple. Okay, then you have to copy this ID. That put request. In the put request. In the put request, okay, you can change it. Okay, then you have to update the ID which matches with the Apple record. I can say that name is Apple, Okay, I want to change the value. I can say that the value is 70, the form of lakhs, right? I changed it, and then you have to then look at initially Apple has a 10 billion value. Now I have changed it into 7 lakh. Okay, then we can say that it is a update. Put this act as a update. Similarly, delete. Okay, which record we need to delete it. Okay, whether first we have to get all the records details. Suppose I want to delete Jayavilas record. Okay, then you have to copy this record ID and paste it here. And then after that you can put send a request. The particular record is deleted. You can check, okay, the deleted record is shown, as well as if you display all the records, that time the JavaLS record is removed from that. Okay, you can also see those result in that FDP as well as we created a test within that I have FY. We have created a stores. Okay, this information is also available in our Compass ID also, right? Any doubts? Any doubts? I hope I have completed this today's session. Thank you for your patient listening, and I will send the document which I have, PPTs as well as the GIF file.